Hi, how are you? Are you well? Hope so. Look what I've got. 2 roses, a white one and a red one. And the story you're about to see is about 2 sisters. One seemed as white as this rose and the other one as red as this one. But they were always together and they loved each other very, very much indeed. Also in the story is a guy who looks like this, a gnome. You might have one in your garden, peeping out of the bushes. Who knows? The gnome in our story has a very, very long beard. Goes all the way down to here. I had a friend who had a beard once. He told me that there are 2 things you can't do if you've got a beard. You can't blow bubblegum bubbles, which are great fun, because if you blow them, they go and then all the bubblegum sticks to your face. And if you've ever tried to get chewing gum out of your hair, you know how difficult it is. The other thing you can't do if you've got a beard is eat candy floss, because before you get the candy floss to your mouth, it gets stuck all over your face. Ugh. David never has much fun at fun fairs. The gnome in our story is always getting his beard caught in awkward, weird and wonderful places, but Snow White is always there to help him with her handy pair of scissors. But does the gnome say thank you like he should? Is he polite and kind? No, he's not actually. He's not very nice at all. He says horrible and nasty things to Snow White and is a nasty piece of work generally. To make matters worse, as if that wasn't bad enough, he can also do magic. And he uses one of his magic and evil spells to steal all this fabulous treasure from the family of 2 princes. He even turns one of the princes into a bear. That's not very nice, is it? I'm not going to tell you any more of the story because you're about to see it. But look out for the exciting bit where an eagle swoops out of the sky and flies off with the 2 sisters and the gnomes. I'm just glad that our fella's an ordinary garden gnome and his treasure's really made of chocolate.
In a beautiful forest, there lived a poor widow and her 2 daughters, Snow White and Rose Red. They were very happy, and the 2 girls were inseparable.
Hurry, Snow White! Rose Red, why are you always in such a big hurry? Mother, we're going now to pick strawberries.
That sounds wonderful, dear.
We're going to pick the most strawberries ever. Unless, of course, Rose Red goes off to play with the animals like she always does, and then we won't get very many strawberries at all. I do not always play with the animals. Oh, she always says that.
Have a good time, girls.
Bye.
Mother loved her 2 daughters very much. They were like the white and red roses that grew in the garden in front of their cottage, perfectly suited to grow up happily side by side.
Come here, I won't hurt you. Oh, Snow White, you don't have to pick so many strawberries. We have more than enough. Come and help me catch butterflies. It's ever so much fun. That's all right, Rose Red. You go ahead.
They spent many days gathering berries and playing in the forest. Snow White and Rose Red loved to frolic in the warmth of the summer sun. But they also loved the special magic of the glittering winter snows.
And though the young prince was tired, he raised his arm, and in his hand was the golden sparrow that had come to his rescue. He looked up at the sparrow and said, "I shall never forget you." And with that, he fell into a deep sleep. The end. That story gets better and better each time. And now I think it's well past your bedtime, you 2.
Oh, just read us one more story. I don't want to have to go to bed now, Mother. Really, I don't. We must sleep. Oh, we'll be too tired to do our chores tomorrow. Oh.
Snow White, will you please lock the door?
Yes, of course, Mother.
Now put your knitting away, dear.
All right. Who'd go out visiting in this storm?
It's probably a traveler who's lost his way, and when he saw our fire, he stopped to warm himself. Don't be afraid.
I'm scared.
You don't have to be frightened, dear.
That's right. You don't have to be scared. I'll open the door and see who it is. Oh!
I'm very cold.
My goodness.
I'm sorry if I scared you. I didn't mean to. I only wish to come in and warm myself by your fire a while. It's very cold in the forest tonight.
Why, of course you can come in and warm yourself.
Are you sure?
Of course, it's no trouble at all.
I won't be here very long. Oh, thank you. It's so nice to be in such a warm place.
Oh, you don't have to hide from him. Now, girls, come out and say hello to the friendly bear. He's not going to bite you, you know. Now, girls, it isn't nice to laugh. Come and help me get all of this cold snow off of him.
All right. There's so much of it. No wonder he's cold. Yes, there is.
Oh, that tickles.
Gosh, it'll take us forever to get all the snow off this way. I know how to make it all come off.
I hope so. This snow is very cold.
Here.
Ouch! Please, that hurts.
What? Wait, come back here. Rose Red, wait.
Oh, stop.
You'll hurt him if you hit him like that. But I'm trying to get the snow off him, that's all.
Yes, I know, but I think if it melts off, that would be better. Oh, thank you, Snow White. I'm so glad you came to my rescue.
Oh, I was only trying to help. Psst, wake up.
What are you doing?
Shh. I thought you'd better have some warm milk. Go on, it'll help you to get your strength back.
Oh, you're very kind.
Hurry and drink it up. It'll get cold if you wait too long, you know. Go on. There, that's a good bear. Drink it all up. You have such a beautiful, soft coat.
The bear stayed all winter long and became a very good friend indeed. They would play in the snow every day, and when it was too cold to go outside, they would still have a great deal of fun.
Go higher, go higher.
Sometimes they would just sit by the window, sharing their warmth and happiness. Then springtime came, and the snow began to melt. It was time for the bear to return to his own world.
You don't have to leave. We want you to stay. This is your home.
I must go now. There are many things I must see to now that springtime has come. Thank you for your kindness. One day I hope I'll be able to repay you.
But you are the one who is so kind. Oh, please, Bear, don't leave us. Stay here with us forever.
There are things that must be done. I dare not neglect them. I must guard all of my treasures from the evil, thievish gnome.
Then Rose Red and I will go with you and help you to guard your treasures.
No, I am afraid that isn't possible, for this is something that I must do by myself. There's a mean little gnome. During the winter, he cast an evil spell on me, and now I must find him, for only he can remove it. Do you understand?
A spell, you say?
I will try to do everything in my power to come back to you and Red Rose one day, for you are truly my best friends.
Oh, wait, don't go. You're hurt.
I'm sorry, I can't explain anymore. I must go now.
Oh.
Goodbye, Snow White.
Goodbye, my friend.
Springtime had returned to the forest, and with it came all the beautiful flowers. Mother sent the girls out to pick some of the prettiest blossoms for the kitchen table.
The bear said he would come back one day. There isn't any reason to be sad. Yes, you're right.
Oh, no!
Oh, somebody needs our help. Right. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, what a funny-looking little man you are. What's the matter, little man?
Don't just stand there like a gaggle of geese. Come over here and help me. Can't you see my beard is caught under this tree? Unless you'd prefer to merely stare at a gnome in need of help. If you were truly kind to creatures of the forest, you'd be happy to oblige.
What can we do? We'd be happy to help if we knew how.
I don't know what to do. If I did, I wouldn't be in this predicament.
I know what. We can try to move the tree out of the way. All right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, hurry up. I don't have all day to waste while you two simpletons doodle about, you know.
We are trying very hard, but this tree is too heavy and doesn't seem to want to move. We've got to find someone to help us.
Why, you weak-minded, silly, milk-faced girls, don't you know anything at all? To do things right, you've got to use your brain.
Well, if you're so smart, then you tell us what to do. I have an idea. We can cut him free with my scissors.
Wait!
That'll show him who's smart. There you go. Now you're free.
My beard, you've ruined it. It'll never grow back. What am I supposed to do now? Just look what you've done.
You should be grateful that your old beard isn't stuck in that tree anymore.
I should be grateful when two barbarian barbers come along and hack off my pride and joy.
We tried to help. Forget it, Snow White. Some creatures in the forest just don't deserve to be helped. Come on. Who cares about his old beard? Don't pay him any attention. It'll only make things worse.
Oh. Now I'll have to move my treasure. Now that those two Snoopy girls have seen me here, they might come back and find it.
I don't believe so, dear. It sounds to me like one of the gnomes who lives in the forest. You both know that you should always be kind to anyone you meet, no matter what.
We were. We helped him when his beard got caught in the fallen tree.
Suddenly, Snow White remembered that when the bear had departed in the spring, he had said that an evil gnome from the forest had cast a spell upon him. She wondered if the little gnome they had seen might be able to help her find her friend.
There's no place that's safe. I just know someone's watching. It's getting so a gnome can't trust anyone in this old forest. I work so hard to steal my treasure, and then what happens? I can't find a suitable place to hide it. Huh?
I'm going to catch a great big fish today. That's what you always say.
Oh, my. It's those silly girls again. Can't let them see this. I'll find a way to confuse them. Like this.
Oh, my goodness. It's that little gnome again. Oh, my. It is him.
Oh, be quiet. Can't you see that I'm fishing here? All your chattering scares the fish away.
What? Go away. This is our fishing place.
You go away. I was fishing here first. This is my place.
I'm terribly sorry to disturb you, Mr. Gnome, but have you seen my friend? He's a bear, a rather large bear with a fine brown coat.
What? A bear? No, now go away.
He also has beautiful brown eyes.
Are you deaf? I don't know of any old bears. I just told you that. Now leave me alone.
Well, never mind him. He's just a mean old gnome with no friends in the whole wide world.
I've no interest in your opinions. Both of you go away and leave me alone.
Come on. We'll save you.
Get me out of here. Hurry up.
I'll have to cut his beard again.
Not my beard again.
There. Goodness, that fish almost got you. Are you all right, Mr. Gnome?
Yes. My pride and joy, what have they done to you?
I am sorry. I didn't want to cut it. If she hadn't, you might very well have been gobbled up by that fish.
Twice now you two have come seeking me in the forest just to cut off my beard. At this rate, I'll be lucky to have any beard left at all. You silly, brainless fools have caused me grief enough for a lifetime. You're lucky I don't throw both of you in the water.
That does it. Come on, Snow White. We don't have to stay here and listen to this mean old gnome anymore. But, let's go. There are better places to go fishing anyway. But I wanted to ask him more about our friend. What's the use?
Blah, 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 blah. That'll show you who's king of the forest. Oh, all my jewels, my beautiful jewels. Thank goodness you're safe.
I know Mother said to be nice to the forest folk, but that gnome made me so angry. Imagine him splashing us with water when we were only trying to help.
The little gnome was very mean indeed, and Snow White remembered that the bear had said it had been a mean gnome who had cast a spell upon him.
Oh, what's the matter? Oh, my. Look how his coat shines. Isn't he beautiful? What are you doing out here all by yourself?
What a brave-looking horse. Did your master take you out for a ride today?
He must have. Look at his nice saddle. I wonder if his master is all right.
It is strange that his master isn't here with him.
Take the fishing poles home and I'll stay here and look for him.
All right, then I'll come right back.
Huh? Wait for me. Where are you going? Don't go away. We have to look for your master. Wait, I can't keep up.
Rose Red pleaded, but the horse was determined to get back to his master.
Wait! Oh! Oh, dear!
As Rose Red approached, the young man did not stir. He had fallen from his horse and had hit his head upon the hard ground. Hoping to rouse the young man, she gave him some water.
I hope this water will help him wake up.
Where'd you come from?
Your horse brought me here. Where are you from?
My brother disappeared while he was hunting in these woods during the winter, and I've been searching for him ever since. My leg.
Don't try to walk if your leg is hurting you. Here.
Suddenly, the young prince realized how kind she was and how beautiful.
What is your name, young lady?
My name is Rose Red. I live near here.
You are very kind and beautiful, Rose Red. There's no need to be shy.
Rose Red! Here! Over here!
All right, I see you. Hello. You'd be welcome to come back to our house and rest. A person should always rest when he is injured so that he can recover more quickly.
I'll be all right. My brother is lost, and I must find him. You two haven't seen him, have you? I know he must be around here somewhere. He was hunting in these woods when he disappeared.
We haven't seen anyone, have we?
Sorry.
I was afraid of that. I have to be going now. Rose Red, I'll never forget your kindness.
I'm just glad that you're all right.
Yeah. I'll return someday, I promise you.
I'll be waiting.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good luck. Be careful. I hope that you find your brother.
Help! Go away! Leave me alone! No!
How do you manage to always get yourself in so much trouble?
It wasn't my doing, I tell you. Make him let go! Make him let go!
Someone help us!
That's Rose Red. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'll save you. Rose Red, hold on. I'm coming.
Oh, thank goodness he's returned. Hurry, please help us.
Rose Red!
Oh, Rose Red, where'd the little gnome go?
Oh, there he
Mind your
is.
own business.
Those are jewels, aren't they?
I imagine he stole them. Where did you get those jewels, Mr. Gnome?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
They're part of the bear's treasure, aren't they? And you're the mean gnome, aren't you?
You come back here.
No!
You won't escape! I command your surrender!
All right, I surrender. You win.
I'm so very happy that you've come back.
Stand back, he's dangerous!
Oh, why is he doing
He
that?
must be shooting at us because he thinks the bear's going to hurt us.
Oh, please stop. Don't shoot at him. He's our friend. He came to help us. Please stop. Don't shoot.
Watch out!
Take this.
That gnome will hurt someone. Ah!
You'll never get your treasure back. Never.
Oh, dear.
two girls stay down here. I'll help you to save your friend. Right!
Oh no, he's been hurt!
You won't bother me again.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm warning you, throw down your weapon right now!
Take that!
The mean-spirited little gnome was gone forever, and all the treasures he had plundered could now be returned to their rightful owners.
My family's treasure.
The bear's treasures, too. And that must mean that the evil spell has finally been broken.
That's right, Snow White. The evil gnome can no longer control me.
I am free! Big brother!
Oh!
I'm sorry, I know how worried you were. Last winter, when I went in search of the family's stolen treasure, the little gnome tricked me and turned me into a bear. But thanks to all of you, the spell has been removed.
But we didn't do anything.
You were kind to me when I was in need of warmth and friendship. By doing so, you've saved the king's son.
We're sorry, sire. Please forgive us.
Please. I am the one who should be apologizing. You see, the evil spell prevented me from revealing my true identity. Listen, I love you. Ever since I met you, I could think of no one else but you. Snow White, I want you to become my wife.
All right.
I love you. Rose Red, will you marry me and become my wife?
Yes.
That spring they were married and lived happily ever after. Mother planted her rose bushes in the castle garden, and every year there blossomed two beautiful new roses, one a royal red and the other white as snow.
I do like a story with a happy ending, don't you? But I tell you what I like even more, when people send me letters. Look, I've got one. Very exciting. I wonder what it is. Oh, great! I've been invited to a birthday party. I must write back and say I'd like to go. Birthday parties are great fun, aren't they? Have you ever been invited to one? Well, if you haven't, I'm sure you will be very soon. But can you imagine how you'd feel if somebody threw a huge party and everybody was invited, everybody you knew, except yourself? I think you'd be a bit upset, really, wouldn't you? I know I would. I might even be a bit annoyed, but I'd get over it eventually. That's exactly what happened to a very powerful witch long, long ago. The king gave a massive party to celebrate the birth of his new baby daughter, the Princess Briar Rose. Everyone was invited, all the witches except one. And she, as you can imagine, was very, very annoyed. She was so annoyed that she wasn't invited to the party that she put a curse on the new little princess. This is it. She said, "Let it be known that here on her 15th birthday, the princess will prick her finger on the needle of a spinning wheel spindle and fall into a deep sleep forever." Oh dear. But never fear. For every evil witch, of course, there's a good witch. The good witch couldn't change the evil witch's spell, but she did add this bit. "Cauldron full of witch's potion, send your magic across the ocean and help change this evil spell, thus to make the baby well. So when she pricks her finger on the spindle, her fire will again be kindled, when a brave young prince, young and strong, hears Milady's song." What do you think? Do you think the princess will prick her finger on the spindle? Do you think she'll fall into a deep sleep forever? Will a brave young prince come and rescue her? Is there anybody I've missed off my birthday party list? It could be a bit upsetting. I better check.
There was once a great king whose wish for a child was granted.
Now, my little princess, don't cry. You've made me such a happy father. You can't imagine how very much I love you. Oh, my, what a joy you are to me. What a beautiful little girl you are. Now, we must have a banquet honoring this occasion so that my subjects can celebrate the birth of my daughter, the Princess Briar Rose.
Why, that is a wonderful idea, my lord. And whom do you wish to invite to the banquet, sire?
The entire kingdom! We shall have a feast more splendid and magnificent than we've ever had before. Make all the necessary preparations and be sure to tell everyone that they are welcome.
But, sire, that means inviting the 13 witch sisters.
Fine, my good man. Just hurry up and get started.
But the witches must be served on golden plates.
Oh, must they? Well, what of it? I didn't mean to disturb you, my darling. This bumbling fool here upset me. Come now, let's go and see your mother.
But, sire, we have 12 plates of gold and there are 13 sisters.
Then leave one off the list.
Well, I suppose one of them wouldn't mind.
So the king's messenger delivered the 12 invitations to the witch sisters, an unpleasant task indeed, for their castle was said to be haunted, and rumor had it that the witches could change themselves into all sorts of horrifying creatures.
Hello? Is anybody here? I bring messages from His Majesty the King. I'm getting out of here.
Well, girls, I guess we'll have to go back to our old selves again. Now, hurry up. I can't wait to find out what this is all about.
Why would the king send a special messenger to deliver these?
Oh, it says a princess has been born.
I've been invited to attend the banquet.
I'm also invited.
Wonderful.
And
And
me.
here's one for me. Oh, wonderful. Silence! Where's mine? Why didn't I get an invitation too? The king has insulted me, and now we will feel the sting of my anger!
Hear ye, hear ye! Come one, come all, to His Majesty's royal banquet in honor of the newborn princess, Briar Rose.
Your Majesty, we are grateful for having been invited to this banquet and wish to bestow our magical gifts upon your lovely daughter.
We are happy to receive them. Do come forward.
To the princess who will one day rule this kingdom, eternal virtue.
I will present her with a gift of magnificent riches.
And I endow her with wisdom.
She shall have everlasting beauty.
And now, Your Majesty, I shall bestow the gift of peace upon your child.
What's going on here? Someone do something to stop it! Guards! Guards!
And now, because you have insulted me, Your Majesty, I will show you how magnificent my powers are, and I will cast a spell upon the young and innocent princess. Let it be known that on her 15th birthday, the princess will prick her finger on the needle of a spinning wheel spindle and fall into a deep sleep forever.
Oh, horrors, what a terrible thing this witch has done.
Oh dear, what are we going to do?
There must be someone who can help her, someone who can break the spell.
Oh, won't you use your powers to save the princess from this terrible fate?
Your Majesty, because her powers are greater than mine, I won't be able to break the spell, but I can perhaps lessen its effect and change the outcome.
Oh, please, I beg you. You're the only one who can save her. You must do something to spare my daughter from the horrible fate which awaits her.
You must not cry, my queen, I promise you. I will save the fair princess.
Then the spell can be broken?
If that be true and our daughter's safety is assured, we will be eternally grateful.
Cauldron full of witch's potion. Send your magic across the ocean and help change this evil spell, thus to make this baby well. So when she pricks her finger on the spindle, her fire will again be kindled. When a brave prince, young and strong, hears milady's song, the princess is free from the witch's curse.
Did you hear that a good witch saved the princess after an evil spell had been cast upon her?
Thank goodness.
Don't you understand that my spell can never be broken?
that very day, the king ordered every spindle in the kingdom to be burned, and forbade anyone to speak of the evil curse. Only then did he feel that his child could grow up in safety.
Now, my precious daughter, there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
But in an old forgotten chamber in the tower of the castle, the evil witch had secretly hidden the last remaining spindle. And then, on her 15th birthday...
Why is my daughter sitting there alone? This is your 15th birthday, my child. This party is in your honor. Why don't you come and join us?
But the princess didn't hear a word. Her thoughts were sad, and her heart was lonely. For the king, her father, mightily concerned for his beloved daughter's safety, had never allowed her to leave the palace. So she played her harp and dreamed of the day she'd be free.
One day I know you'll come and we'll be so happy together.
At moments such as these, she tried to picture that special someone who would someday fulfill her dreams of happiness.
My child, you must come downstairs at once.
Hello, Father. I have a new song. Would you like me to play it for you?
Indeed not. We have many guests who came to celebrate your birthday, and they expect you to join the party, so let's not keep them waiting.
But I don't feel like going, Father.
Be that as it may, everyone has brought such beautiful presents that you simply must be there to accept them. If not, we'll merely have to return everything they've given you.
I don't want presents. I want to stay here and finish writing my song.
Oh, is that so? What should I tell them? Thank you for your lovely presents, but I'm afraid the princess can't be bothered right now. Perhaps you'd like to tell everybody to come back again when you're feeling better.
Oh, I'm sorry, Father.
Bah! This is the last time. You hear me? Refusing to attend her own party. All she ever does is play that harp of hers.
Is anything wrong, dear? You look as if there's something troubling you.
Well, I've been thinking perhaps I've been too strict with the princess lately.
We must be patient, my dear husband, and accept the fact that our little baby girl is grown up.
Maybe you're right. When she was young, we were so close, but now...
I'm not a child anymore!
It's as though she were a stranger.
The princess spent the entire afternoon trying to complete her song. But somehow, the melody continued to elude her.
Why won't the rest of it come to me? Oh, how I wish someone would hear this song and follow it to this place. Someone will come. I know it, even if I have to keep playing forever.
So she continued to play, wishing that her song would drift out across the vast blue sky and be heard by someone she did not know and had never met. And when she tired, she went for a walk through the thick rose gardens that grew beneath her bedroom window. And though she'd done this many times before, she felt somehow that this day was different.
Beautiful Rose, I have your name, but not the freedom you have to grow up in open spaces. Ouch! I stuck myself. Listen, there's someone inside playing the rest of my song. It seems to be coming from this old part of the castle that isn't used anymore. I've got to find out who it is that knows the song so well and can play it with such ease. It's so strange. It seems like that room is getting farther and farther away. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I've been here before.
Briar Rose.
That voice, it sounds so familiar.
You must not go any further. Keep away, Briar Rose. Keep away. Turn around. Turn around. There is danger here. Danger.
Oh. What am I doing in this part of the castle? How did I come to be here? It seems as though I had a bad dream or something like that. I better hurry and get back to my room before Father gets home.
me here. Now, I must know who's playing that harp. Oh. Excuse me, but I thought I heard someone playing a harp.
Beware, beware, beware.
I don't mean to bother you, but was it you playing that song a few minutes ago?
My child, I love to play, but I have so much work and so little time to do it that I rarely get a chance anymore. You see, whenever I take the time to play my harp, my work builds up, and then I have to spin my wheel twice as fast in order for me to catch up.
If you could just teach me that melody you were playing, I've been trying to finish it for ever so long. Please?
What about my work?
If you'll teach me that melody, I'll be happy to do your work for you while you're playing the harp.
All right, I'll show you.
Thank you very much. You're such a kind woman. Now just tell me what I'm supposed to do first.
Hold this. And now my spell is upon you, and at last I have my revenge. So sleep well, my pretty princess, for you will never awaken.
The princess was asleep, and so strong was the evil witch's spell that everyone within the castle walls and those inhabiting its royal grounds and gardens were put to sleep as well. Then all around the castle there began to grow a great hedge of thorns, and when it stopped, the wind fell, and not a leaf could be seen to stir.
And so it shall remain for all time.
We must try and do something to save our fair princess from this terrible spell that is upon her.
I say we storm the palace and rescue everyone inside.
Now, men, to the palace walls!
Don't give up, no matter what happens, men!
So it was. Those who came near the castle and tried to rescue those inside were caught up in the spell as well. But the story of this sleeping beauty inside the castle spread throughout the land, bringing other would-be rescuers from places far and wide who thought they could succeed where those who'd gone before had failed.
What's wrong with you weaklings? Now stand back and just watch me, and I'll show you how to break this gate down. Then the beautiful princess shall be mine, all mine. I don't believe it.
Look out, let me try it.
Try as they might, no one could break through and enter the palace to save the sleeping princess. And while nothing ever changed or moved within, outside the castle walls, the seasons came and went, and life went on in the usual way, even though the people sorely missed their beloved royal family.
Things just haven't been the same around here since that spell was cast upon the castle. Well, maybe someday someone will come along who can make everything change back to the way it was before, and then our kingdom will be a happy place again. But who and when will he come?
And then one day, a very special day, a young prince decided to embark on a great adventure, a journey far from the forest that was his home.
Yeah! Run, Thunderbolt! Something lies ahead beyond that ridge!
Seeking shelter from the storm, the brave prince came upon the castle.
Whoa! Strange. It seems like there hasn't been anyone around here for years. It looks so much like the castle I've been dreaming about. My dream is always the same. I enter a royal chamber and hear a lovely melody being played on a harp. And then I see her. She is so beautiful.
Oh, my brave prince, I'm so glad you've come to hear me play my song.
Wait, is it possible that my dream could come true? Whoa, Thunderbolt! There's nothing that will keep me from getting inside now. What's this? A rose in the dead of winter? How could this be?
I am Briar Rose, and I've been waiting for you for a very long time.
I must still be dreaming.
At that moment, the storm suddenly cleared, and the gates of the castle opened wide.
No, this is no dream, I'm sure of it. After all this time, my dream has finally become a reality. Aha! Now I'll find the answer to this mystery. The time has come. What could have caused such a thing to happen? It's as if everyone fell asleep at the same time, even the king and queen. From the looks of things, it must have happened a very long time ago. That key, I recognize it from my dream. Hello? Is anyone here? Oh. She's here. The girl I've dreamed of. She's even more beautiful than I imagined. She's in such a deep sleep. How shall I awaken her? Perhaps a gentle kiss. Look, the color is coming back into her face. Huh? The thorns, they're falling away. How long I've waited for this moment.
My prince, you have finally come.
Yes.
I knew that somehow my song would reach you, my darling, and that it would bring the two of us together.
And so we shall remain forever and ever.
So Briar Rose and the young prince sealed their pledge with a kiss. The hedge of thorns turned into a lovely bed of roses, and all the blossoms which hadn't bloomed in years suddenly came to life. Then the young lovers began to dance to the melody which the princess had played and the prince had heard so many years ago. And as they danced, everyone in and about the castle awakened, as if no time had passed at all.
Hey, look out! As I was about to say, we must find a way to... Oh, my goodness, what in blazes is going on around here?
Yeah.
What happened? What? You...
Wake up, everybody! Wake up!
Now, when the king realized all that had happened, he immediately called for another feast, and the prince and princess were married. Of course, everyone was invited to the wedding, including the witch sisters. All except one, that is. The evil witch was sent away and was never heard from again. And Briar Rose and the prince were as happily in love as two people could ever hope to be.
Well, one thing's for certain, we aren't going to need much sleep tonight.
Yes, you have had a rather long nap.
So once again, throughout the kingdom, there was happiness and peace, and a definite abundance of love.